All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We got Sora out on the deck this morning. She might be a little bit restless today. She did not get her standard walk this morning, but she's doing okay. She's been slowly slowing down a little bit too, so I wonder where the point is with dogs, where, I mean, I guess they probably never stop wanting to go on a walk, but they really get down to the point where they're just like, meh, like they're indifferent to it. I've seen older dogs out on walks and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's for them or for the people. I don't know. She's not quite there yet, but definitely noticeable slow down a little bit. She's only 9, but everybody slows down sometime. Hell, I'm slowing down. Wouldn't help at the bookstore yesterday, and I'm feeling it today still. I think I may or may not have thrown out my shoulder when I was lifting my toolboxes into my truck. More than likely what happened. Up on the docket today, we've got a couple things going on. We have our new social media video running over in the right hand corner. We'll talk about that here shortly. And then we've got Kidlit Thursday that happened yesterday. So I know each month when that comes around, I like to go through, typically near the end of the stream, and look at some artwork and see some people stuff and talk about a bunch of those type of things. So it's a cool little thing that we get to do once a month. So got that on the docket. Idea was, since we kind of finished up our modification on Wednesday, getting our, actually, no, I'll bring it up real quick. On Wednesday, if you weren't here with us, we swapped over our designs for our Sword Art Online character cosplay setup. And we got the two characters set up in their cosplay outfits. Actually, I should probably make Patch a little bit smaller since Buttons is nice and big here. These were original designs that I had designed for the kitten version of Buttons that I swapped over, and it fit on my Patch character here because he's the same, like, basically the same shape as the original Buttons kitten character. And then similarly with the adult version of Buttons, it was the outlines and stuff like that were very much the same, slightly different setup and faceplates and stuff like that, but yeah, along the same lines. They fit, they work, they're kind of cool. Probably do a couple modifications here now that I realize how big this one is, so that they can match when I go to, oh no, it doesn't really matter. I do remember playing with that when we were jumped into Canva the other day. I can just scale them, it's fine. I don't need to change those. So, but the idea is that my characters are doing a little cosplay here, and I want to make a few more of these. I want to take a couple other characters that are online, some ones that we like around here, and convert them into little cosplays. So we've got a couple ideas. I think that was kind of the plan for today, is to work on that. I have to decide. I think I might want to make them their own files. I might want to make each one its own After Effects, or it's not After Effects, Illustrator files. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, then I need to come up with a new organization system real quick. Okay, let's move these. Pardon me. Let's see, let's duplicate these. Rename this one SAO. Kirito. I think I spelled that right. Okay. Should be able to open up this now. Move that to the top. Now we should be able to get rid of all of this stuff. Very sensitive today. Why is it being sensitive? I don't understand. Okay, so now we got hands and arms. go ahead and save this. Let's bring up our patch one. Don't want to get rid of the arms or the hands because we need those. Delete. Yeah, some of these ones that I made were kind of intricate, but they worked. Okay, so we've got both of those cleared out. So now we can work on new ones. So let's work on the buttons one at the moment. Okay, so we are going to need some references. So, Potter said we should do apothecary diaries for shits and giggles here. We need to be able to find references. So that we can build these. So this is always the hard part about finding references, is that when you're talking about like the characters in the anime or something like that, then they have one look. If you're looking at promotional material, they sometimes have a different look. Sometimes the art style changes. It just really depends. So you have to kind of make a decision which versions you want to use. Not to mention the characters also have several different outfits in the series too. They have their main ones, but they have several different ones. Okay, got a couple references here. This should get us started. This is the same process when you're, what I've used for doing my books and stuff like that, when I need like certain emotions or trying to figure out what to, or how to emote a character that I want to emote. I'll go look for references. I'll pull them into a document, or pull them into a folder. This way I have them. I can look at them and be like, okay, I see how this works. Break it down. Is that my dog? That was a weird bird noise that came from outside. Weird. Good morning, Sunny. Hello. Reference images is always a main staple of any artist. You always want to have, you don't want to necessarily, how do I say this? When you're young and learning the skills of doing artwork, like my daughter is doing right now. She's learning drawing, trying to figure out her style and stuff like that. I told her, copy everything. Just, you know, trace over stuff, copy, do all of those things. Don't worry about anybody else's opinion on any of that stuff. Those don't matter. Just learn how to use your tools, learn how to understand, you know, all the different mechanics of the artwork and stuff like that. Figure out how your range of motion with your hand works and stuff like that. You know, figure out how to do curved shapes and straight shapes and lines and everything like that. Like, figure out how to use all of those things first, and then once you are confident with those, then you can start building and doing your own stuff and being creative outside of it. But you will always have references that you will go back to look at and be like, oh, okay, that's how that shape looks, or that's how that body moves, or that's how that XYZ goes, or something like that. So reference is never a bad thing. Oh, puppy's at the door. She wants to come inside. Okay. I'm gonna go let the dog in real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. She's an inside dog now. But yeah, like, developing your own style and stuff like that, great, all of that. I don't understand any of the style thing, because your style is generally based off of a amalgamation of other people's styles. There's hardly ever a space in this world where somebody is devoid of all knowledge of anything else in this world and then comes up with something original and brand new. Like, that is the rare occurrence. We are the product of our environment, our media, our life, our experiences, all of that stuff. So originality and, style and stuff like that, I don't quite understand that. There are things that people attach to that become popular, but that's not the same thing. So what I'm saying is, just go create the things, learn the techniques, learn the procedures, teach yourself how to do those things. If you have guides or people that teach you, like, there's tons of stuff online, that's great too. Like, however you build that knowledge base, that's all that matters. Hello, Dreamer. How are you? Good. Just streaming. Okay. So we are going to try. We're going to try to do a Master Jinchi here. This is going to be interesting. So I only need half of that. Oh, I just updated my Illustrator and there are new buttons to press. Holy shit. Remove background. Concept to vector? What in the... Image trace, that's normal. Those two are new. Easily remove the background from the image. Yeah, it's easy. Create artwork from an image. What does that mean? Okay, we're gonna try something. Concept. Oh, it's a generation thing. You're exploring Adobe Creative AI feature. Create and iterate quickly with AI built right into your workflow. That's what that is. I would assume the remove background is also the same. No? Huh. Interesting. Well, we learned something new today. New features, and they show up with a little blue dot too in the menu bar when you haven't used them or there's something new. Okay, cool. Did not know that was a thing. Don't need Mau Mau for the moment. We just need Gingy. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. Do some clothes. I need to get a basic idea of how we're gonna do this. Got a couple different layers going on here. We've got let's say shoulders here. So last time, pardon me, last time we did this when we were doing the Kirito and Asuna one, Daughter had put together a sketch for us with what she thought the character costumes would look like. That was her fun way, and that kind of like inspired this whole idea, was her being inspired by that. So I'm going to be interested to see. We don't have that reference this time. Will I be able to pull it off? Tune in next week. Okay, sorry. Okay. How's your day going so far, Sunny? I know you're at work, more than likely. Let's put a border on this. Do something different than what they did. Wait, why are my properties was on there? Let's do like that. Okay. This is going to be the interesting part. Got a belt. That's okay. We can hide most of it. That's right. That's right. Because we are going to do... Let's go out here. Let's just do this for a moment. Okay, we don't want it to go all the way down to the ground. Okay. Yeah, because then we can take this and run a gold band on it on the inside edge of it to make that. And then we'll have to do some loops around his arms. Some bands around his arms. Ooh, how are we going to do long loops for his... Might have to turn his hands inward. This way we can do the loops. That might be the best way to do it. Maybe we'll do one of them out. Ooh, Apothecary Diaries, yeah! This was daughter's suggestion, so I was just like, I like that idea. But I have to figure out how to put all of the elements together. I think these might be higher. Which also means I don't need them to be as wide. These can be... What? They might be just about right. We'll need another set of them though. Yeah, something like that. Mikasa maybe for a future one, yeah, or Levi. Although Buns looks too happy to be Levi. We can definitely change that up because we have different faces we can put on him. That's the thing. And if we don't have one, we can build one. Let's make... Get rid of the bashfulness here. We could do something... Then we have We've got some angry eyes too that we can put on it. Let's see, what other eyes do we have? We've got these ones that might work for that. I know I have a sketch for a way angrier face, but I haven't put it on here yet. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could put together some stuff to make him an angry boy if need be. An angy boy. There we go. Angy. That's the word I was looking for. Even just having the little, these little guys on there. There's an angy boy. Levi definitely has RBF syndrome, yeah. These are the sweat lines. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of options here we can play with that. Oh, that one's interesting. I haven't played with that one yet. Definitely not that one. Not that one. We'll put glasses on him. Glasses. Yeah, we could come up with something fairly easily here. I'm adding that to the list. Attack on Titan. Okay, so we need to do let's actually make this go down further. Don't want to cover up Button's feet all the way, but I definitely need this to go down lower because it sticks out. So this one, we do a couple things too. We can cut it here, here. We can cut it here and here. Don't need it to go all the way out there. Same thing. Cut this here, here. We don't need all this extra since our coat here is going to be covering up 90% of it. We might as well make it easier on ourselves and cut this down so that it doesn't interact with some of the other stuff that we want to do. If we need to extend it, we can extend it later, but it's not necessary right now. This one, also cut it down. Here. don't need this much. Go ahead and cut this one here. There. Cut it here. There. This way we don't have that extra going out and above. Miracle. There we go. We've got our wrap going on here a little bit. Free Run, Anya. Yeah, Free Run was another one that probably want to do for sure. Free Run and oh no, why am I forgetting his name? The hero. Hero, oh gosh. It's right there. Why am I forgetting his name? Himmel. Thank you, Dreamer. Appreciate it. God damn. The hero Himmel. HH. Yikes, that took way too long. It was right there too. Eminence and Shadow. Does he really have a... Okay, that was the thing, is like, I'm trying to pick like duos. Eminence and Shadow doesn't really have a direct counterpart. He has a harem. Alpha, Beta, all of them. Alpha, Beta. Does he have Charlie? Echo? Foxtrot? Does he have all of them? I don't know, yeah. Yeah, just the harem. That's what I thought. Alpha is best. Well, Alpha was the first, so that makes sense there, but... Okay, so we need to do a little bit of a sash here. So we're going to make it go down. And I have to keep telling myself, or keep reminding myself, this is supposed to be simple. It's not supposed to be complex, so keep things simple, Tahoe. Okay, I think this has got a double... Yeah, it's got a double layer. Cool. And pull that color. Copy, paste. Coming back to that same blue for the tunic. Or we'll just try to grab it from there. Let's put here. Oop. There. Those. It's fine. Oshinoko has the twins. That is true. Sunny cheered 1 bet. Thank you, Sunny. Alpha is best scrollable. Epsilon. Epsilon is the one that looks, that's the, like the cat girl one, right? Can't remember. They're all based off of that alphabet, so alpha, beta. Oh my god, I literally just said C. Charlie, Echo, Delta, Epsilon, like you said. That was Epsilon. It is that is one of the names, but Echo is the, so in, I don't know if you know, in military they have their own alphabet sounding system, because when you want to relay commands with codes, you want to make sure that you don't get mixed up on certain letters, and some letters have very similar sounding, I don't know, syllable sounding, whatever. So they have their own setup for every single letter in the alphabet. This way they can give you the coordinates of something: Tango, Charlie, Bravo, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Epsilon. I believe Epsilon and Echo are on there. But that would be the same for both E's, so I don't know. I would have to do research. Maybe Alex knows. Hi, Alex. Good morning. This little tide belt. Pardon me. We can always make it a little bit more robust when we need to. Definitely not center. Get it go. And then he's got a couple long tails that come off down underneath that too. There we go. Something like that. That's actually not too bad. No, what? Chicken butt. Ah, got him. I have lost my ascension status. I didn't even get to announce D3. Darn. Eh, well. Did your best. What we wanted to know is... Actually, I can look it up. I don't even know how to look it up. Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet Kilo Lima Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Zulu. Those are the ones. So where does Epsilon come in? So they're not using this setup. Because they have beta, alpha, beta, we have echo. So where do those ones come from? Are those numeric? Epsilon is the EU version. Oh. Was it the military alpha? Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can find that. No, that's not it. Are you sure that's right, Alex? It seems like they use the same ones. The NATO phonetic alphabet. So I don't think it's the phonetic alphabet. They have their own military alphabet. I'm not... Getting distracted. Yeah, I'm not finding anything on Google searches for it. The 7 shadows are the Greek alphabet. That would make sense. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta. Yes, that makes more sense. Don't they have an... They have omega. That's what it is, Sonny. I think you're right. It's the Greek alphabet. It might be pre-NATO. Gotcha. My frame of reference is Battlefield 1. That makes sense. Did we get 2 people that just got banned? 2 separate bots? Damn. I am atomic. Yeah, there you go. Because they have Zeta. I have to look up all the character names for... Oh yeah, they do. So they are, it is exactly that. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Eta, Zeta. Yeah, so they're just using the Greek alphabet to name all those characters. That's exactly what that is.
In Shadow?
Eminence and Shadow, yes. The Greek alphabet is...
Is that Jinchi? Right. If we printed, would that be loud on the mic or something?
No, you're fine. You guys can print. What you printing?
I'm printing something for one of my folders, so I have a picture in it.
Okay, cool. What you printing it on paper or?
You're not wrong, Sunny. That is kind of edgy.
So edgy. The others you mentioned are in there. They just aren't part of the Elite 7 Shadows. Yeah. Yeah.
I never finished it.
You never finished Eminence and Shadow? That one website that I told you to go to watch it is no longer exists anymore. So.
What do you mean?
They took it offline.
Weird.
The back
Last month I was able to use it.
super secret one website that I think they got rid of it last month at the end of the month. Yeah, so I should have had it if you wanted as well, Tahoe. Thank you, Sunny. I think that one is still accessible. I think we can watch that one on
Disney.
we could watch that one on Disney Plus. Or Apple TV or one of the ones. Amazon, I don't know. That one is still okay. Like I said, the only one that was weird was 86 because there was no licensing and no DVDs or anything for it. So that one was weird.
You got Alex in here?
Got Alex in here. Yeah, this is my base mock-up for the Jinchi. What do you think?
Nice. Except I think you should add some sparkles around him to make him look pretty.
I have to give him sparkles?
Well, Dad.
I know. He's pretty boy. I get it.
Oh, depending on which Jinchi you want to do. Do you want to do
Just the base one.
pretty? You don't want to do Jinchi with a scar?
Nope, just want the base one.
I'll put the kiss already.
Just want the base
Why are we
Jinchi.
doing photo paper?
Got that AC blowing on me. Oh, that's cold.
I think the AC's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Always a pillar of the community, Michelle. Thank you, I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. You could be anywhere, but you're here with me. Anywhere in the world.
I do love me some house sense.
It does make sense. I want to make it a little bit more flowy. I might have to make some pleats to make this work. Okay, let's save this here. We'll take a break. We'll get away from this loud printer noises. I'm joking. There's no loud printer noises. Yikes.
Are you gonna do the apothecary dice and are you just gonna do witch hat LTA?
Yeah, we are going to probably do Witch Hat. We've got a couple suggestions. Sunny threw out some other ones here.
What did Sunny say?
Shadow said maybe Attack on Titan, maybe Mikasa and Levi.
Weird Mr. Alex underscore
Freerin and Himmel was another one. We could
Poor Patch,
do...
is he the girl every time?
Yeah, he's going to be the girl every time. That's why we came into Eminence and Shadow, but we realized that it's not a duo series, so that one would be harder.
What if Patch was Levi? Because he's shorter.
Spy Family. Oh yeah, Patch could be Levi. That would be good. Oshinoko, maybe.
My family would be cute.
My family would be cool. I think not apothecary, but witch hat atelier would probably be probably the next big one.
It would be such a good one. And have little hats on their heads.
Oh yeah, the little hats would be perfect.
Can you make a good Coco and an evil Coco?
Good Coco and evil Coco?
Well, yeah.
Okay, maybe. We'll see. All right, peoples, we are going to do our break here. Since our assistant is inside and I didn't move our camera, we just get a
She's
lovely...
outside.
Oh, she's outside now again?
She is?
Did you let her in?
She's been inside for quite a while.
Yeah, she's not
You told me to let
outside.
her
She's not outside, she's inside. But we'll be back in a few minutes.
You let her.
out. Not too long.
There's also Fern and Stark. Yeah, that's a thing though. Like I could probably do all of them. That's the kicker. I could do the whole trio. I have a couple other characters. maybe not characters, but I have a couple other, let me see if I can find them real quick. What characters are there? I've done, where is it? So this was a gift for Dreamer's cousin. This is her little dog. We got that dog, but we also have her other cousin. They have 2 cats, Tony and Abby. You could also pull them into, because they're also the same shape. They're a little different. They've got a little different setup, but yeah, could pull some other people's cats in to do some things. I don't watch anime enough to have any recommendations. You're good, Alex. That's fine. I guess I should switch screens so you can see what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about. Here's the little dog. Did this one. And then these are the other cats that I've done. So there's a possibility I have more wiggle room to play with some of this stuff for sure. Definitely a possibility. You can definitely see like the eye shapes and stuff like that are a little bit different. They're a little, the shapes of each of the cats is slightly different too than compared to our buttons and patch characters. A little bit different. Every cat's a little different. So have some stuff to play with if I want to bring in some other characters or something like that. Okay. I think I need to make some folds. Means I need to change this. I don't like it anymore. We can move this up. Okay. So that'll break that off. And then we need to do crazy. Okay, we want to do a little bit. Dawn to Dawn. Dawn to Dawn would be another good one. I will say the one anime I did watch this year was fantastic. Okay, spill the beans. I need another name. Spill the tea. Tell me, Alex. Tell me the things. Alex gave it a 10 out of 10, so I need to know. Group those all together. Okay, that did not work out the way I wanted it. Oh, fragrant flowers bloom with dignity. Yes. Rintaro, yes. Wagari-san. Subaru and Amelia. Yep, that's another one. I haven't seen that one. Oh man, that's a good one. If you like that one, Alex, I have a recommendation for you. Of Pure Happy. Yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah, that one's such a good one though too. Let me look at my... Which one, Michelle? Tandro and Nezuko? No, that's a different type. That's brother sister love. Not the weird kind though, like they're taking care of each other. A friend of mine had me watch it and cried at the end. Yeah, that's a good one. I got pushed back and then I never got to watch it. No, you should watch that one. That one's really good. Spice and Wolf. Man, you guys are coming up with bangers right now. Good stuff. Ooh, new episode of The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime today. Yeah. Not that one. Where is it? You might like Apothecary Diaries, Alex. That's a good one. Where is it? I know it's in here. Not that one. I feel like a bunch of my stuff got deleted for some reason. Oh, it's called A Sign of Affection. That's what it's called. Sign of Affection. It's about a girl that is not that one where the guy tortures the girl with who's deaf. This is a different. This is a love story about it, and he learns sign language and stuff like that. So they do a lot of sign language throughout the episode, and it's really good. You saw that? Yeah, that one's really good. Spice and Wolf. I don't really have a strong preference to a genre. I'll watch whatever catches my attention. Yeah, that's about how I go through the anime genres nowadays. Like I'll look at if you've got good like cover art for your series, I'll go check it out. And if it's dumb or bad, then I'll stop like after 3 episodes or whatever. But some of them that like I get like 4 or 5, 6 episodes in and I'm like, I'm not feeling this, but I'll give them a chance. If it's really bad, then I'll torture myself and finish it. But like I started Rent a Girlfriend because I was really interested in the female character, because she actually has a really interesting story, but the main character is just a freaking putz. He's awful, like just the worst, and I just can't. And there's a blonde chick that I haven't seen the last 2 seasons of it, but I know she was gonna come in and just destroy and ruin everything, and it just bothered the fuck out of me. I just knew she was gonna do it too. Angel Beats Will Always Break Me. That's a good one. And Erased had the most disappointing ending I've ever witnessed in an anime. I'm still pissed about it. Okay, I didn't finish that one. That one broke me early on, like the first few, I think 4 or 5 episodes, where the like the trauma and stuff like that that's in that one. I had to put that one down. I was just like, oh, that one was rough. That's too bad that they didn't have a nice finish for that one. I felt like they had a good concept. Even though it was triggering, it was still like it had potential to be good. This is really gonna look like a pleated skirt. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, it looks too much like a pleated skirt. Guilty Crown was a good. The first 10 episodes are 12 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's about where. I can't remember which part that. When they got to the abuse part, then it really broke me down. That one threw my head. I had to pause that one. I still haven't gone back yet, but. There's another series that's called Shuffle. That one will throw you for a loop too, because you'll be like, oh, this is like any other typical, you know, harem anime style thing, and then it throws a big loop at you, and you're like, oh, didn't see that coming. It's been a while since I've seen that one though, so that's an old recommendation. Music though, banger. Yeah. Guilty Crown, I was not a fan of the ending. Yeah, where they both... No spoilers. It's not that the ending was bad, but it felt so rushed. Like the final episode felt like they had to cover 10 volumes at once. Meh, boo. That sucks. Let's see. I'm gonna bend this one. Something like that, maybe. Add at the moment, but that's okay. We'll fix it. My Hero Academia was a good one, yes. That had a great ending to it, even though I just found out that they released a 6-minute episode last week, a little 6-minute with concerning Ari, the little girl with the horn, and they're supposed to do another little 6-minute or something like that. So, Sound Euphorium is also a solid anime if you're a Yuri person. Yeah, that one's a good one. Love it. I want a little Euphorium charm like in the show. My Home Hero, not Academia. Oh, I don't know that one. I'll look it up real quick. My Home Hero. Oh no, I haven't seen that one. I don't know that one. You could watch the anime based on me, which is the Way of the House Husband. Me. Okay, so let's see. Glowing bits here. Okay, yeah, that's better. I don't want them turned this direction. Better. Not great, but better. We're getting there slowly. This one needs to go towards the middle. That's the big thing. They need to be going the right direction. Kind of like this, I kind of don't like this at the same time. Did it just replay the same song? Oh no, it's just not the end yet. Something like that. I think I need to make those just a little bit shorter. Ooh, that's the other idea. Coming from the waistband. These technically need to be... I'll check chat here in a second, hold on. Sometimes when you get on a roll, you just gotta roll with the punches. Look at that. The premise is, how far would you go to protect your family, I suppose? Gotcha. I still can't believe SAO is still being animated. They've done a couple cool things with it where when they decided that they were going to tell Asana's story a little bit more, that was cool. By retelling the Death Game story, but from her perspective. Like, I'm on board for that. Like, I want to see her be a badass. Like, I'm down with that. Now whether or not they decide to actually like finish the series with their next iteration, that will be interesting. The gun game stuff was cool. It's a fun little side story. I kind of liked how, because it was a side story, it was just a piece connected to things, but not necessarily like hugely involved in the story, which is nice. It was enjoyable that way. Although I was disappointed when I heard Echoes of Ironcrad was only 10 levels. Yes. I want all 100, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like, I think they could, if they really wanted to, it's such an interesting concept that they could really put together a cool series and really, and not necessarily go like a Bleach or Naruto and just keep making them forever with fillers beyond galore, but they could really do a 100 story, like him going through, both of them going through the levels like a long-term style, which is kind of cool. They would have to figure it out, plot it all out, and get it set up. I know Jerf and I were talking about this other day because the new game of theirs just came out, and we were talking about even stuff like we're playing right now, like Power World and stuff like that, which feels very much like SAO, where they have the world tree, which you're trying to make it to, and inside there is another set of worlds that you can go and blah, 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 do all that. But it's very, like, it's a very grindy game in that way. But it feels kind of along the same lines where there are these tiers of things you need to accomplish in order to get into the tree. And then once you get into the tree, then there are more tiers of things you need to accomplish to move further. So it has that leveled feeling like that. So, and we were like, why can't they make a good SAO game where maybe they give us like 10 levels a year and you can play through this open world whatever thingamajig, and you're working your way up through the tree, and it could be like a 10-year adventure, right? where 10 levels come out a year. It's open world, you run around, you do all the things. Once you reach, level 10, then hopefully the next game will come out, and then it'll be levels 11 through 20. And you actually are working your way through the goddamn levels of the Ironclad. And it's like, that's what we would want from that series. Like, that would be cool. I need to go back and rewatch Black Lagoon. That's a good one. GGO was a nice spin-off. Yes. Well, that's the thing. It's like, it was a fun departure away from some of that into, connected, but not so much connected that it really influenced too much in certain ways. I love GGO, yeah. It was a cool, like, the seeds of the former game blossoming into that, and having, like, and then connecting them all together at the end was just like, that's cool. I like that idea. Honestly, when I went into Star Citizen VR, I was like, this is what SAO would have been. Yeah, probably. Same universe, same world, even. I bet it felt that way. Yeah, I really want to see more of, like, Asana's story. Her trials and tribulations through all of that. That's why I think the remake stuff that they've done with that has been cool. It's alright, it's not what I want. Yeah. GGO and SAO, yeah, they're same universe. I want a new season of Drifters. I don't know that one. Really does not have the feel that I want it to have. I don't know Drifters. the right feel that I want. Find it at the moment. Make them the same currently. Might have to come back and fix them later. This is about history, figures, and time being teleported to a fantasy land. Look, it is. Look it up sometime. It's interesting. Okay, I'll check it out. You know what I need to do? This is going out to his waist. And it needs to go out to its waist. Maybe that's what I was fighting. It was just going too thin on him there. That's not too bad. Despite the title has nothing to do with cars. Suspicious. Suspicious. Alex not doing car things? Let's go ahead and save that real quick. Let's go up here. What does he have? Oh, he's got another pleat on the inside of the blue. Is there a polite way to tell people it's none of their business when they ask for race or anything of such? I don't know what that means. What do you... We have to elaborate. I get tired of having to answer, and I'm like, it's not pertinent information for you, so I'm tired of answering the same question over and over. I could honestly ask every single one of them what they are, because they could be any mixture of races, being white. I will now step off my soapbox. Well, you could take the serious route and tell them none of your business. You could take the funny route, which is to tell them something different every single time, or make it some kind of ridiculous, some type of ridiculous answer. You could just choose not to answer them. I think it really depends. Every situation is different. Like, if you know you can joke with somebody about something like that, then I'd say pull the trigger on the funny one. If they kind of like don't look like they're a person that could take a joke, then definitely don't go the funny route. That's kind of like my rule of thumb, is you kind of have to read people and see a little bit of whether or not certain things are going to land or not. Just say you're American. I'm American. Just tell them you're African American. That'll really throw them for the loop. They'll be like, what? What color is the inside? Oh, it's the lighter color. Yeah, I want to have that big loop. I don't know, Sonny. I don't know. I don't know if I can say much. I have Italian on my side, Spanish on my side, Irish, lots of Irish, so I don't know, I'm maybe the wrong person to ask. Probably too much white inside of me, so I don't know. Cannot help that, my friend, I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now he's got a couple little cups here. How close are we to our next? We got 13 minutes to our next break here. Are you talking about like people come up and ask you that at work, Sunny? I would assume customers. Just tell them you're their daddy, and that'll surprise them. That'll shut them up. I'm your daddy. You could ask them like an innocuous, like a question and be like, "Is this a sex thing? Are you asking me out?" Just really throw them off. Be like, "Thanks, I don't swing that way." Think, how can I do this? Get rid of that. I know in the stroke panel I can add a new stroke. This color. But I want it on the inside. Alignment. But I don't want it down here is the problem. That's not what I want to do. Oops. Okay, so we're going to do it by hand. That's fine. So that's separated into its own piece. Yes, it is. Can't do it that way. Just repeat what we did. Copy. Paste. Okay, something like that. We could put some pattern on there if we want to. I don't know if it's necessary for it though. Look at the how much detail did I put into Kirito and okay, no, I didn't do a whole bunch of shadows on that one. I think I had to do a little bit on her for her skirt and stuff like that. Yeah. Other than that, just basic blocking out of shapes. Cool. We might be able to do some of this pattern. We could do a fill pattern on that. I'd have to make it though. Hard part is going to be the hair. Let's put it up here. Let's put this down there. Can I just recolor it? I want a purple. I want a dark purple. More vibrant. That's not working like I want. So what we'll do is I'll actually just pull the colors from his here. Pull this base color. Okay, for his highlights. I'm going to pull this color. I'll have to build the little swoops that come down over his face here. I also have to make those a little bit wider. Play with that here in a second. Okay, kind of got some of the vibe. Need some heavy modification to get it to work the way we want it to work. It does have hair that comes down. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Do have hair that comes down on the other side of this character here. Okay, I think we need to build the rest of it. Some of this has to change. Actually, a lot of it has to change. Okay. Yes, customers at work. I'll be ringing them up and they'll go, "What are you?" You could just say, "I'm a Sunny," and just leave it at that. I'm a Sunny Ruth. I'm a space pirate. You could say that. I'm your worst nightmare. I don't get to have a name because my parents never gave me one. I'm serving you your food. That's a good one too. You could also just run out the back door screaming La Migra, and that'll do it too. All of the above. Okay, so let's switch over to our assistant since we're about 30 seconds out from our break time here. Hey, there she is. I knew she was out there. She's been there the whole time. So we'll take a 3-minute break here and then we'll come back and we may roll up the drawings for the afternoon and then do some other stuff. So stick around. We'll see you after the break. All right, we are back. Hello, everybody. Hopefully Sora took care of you guys while we were gone. She looks like she's very busy right now. Silly dog. It's not... Let's see, it says it's 89 out there right now, so it's held off a little bit on our heat wave, but not a lot. Okay, so we've got a couple things I'm gonna have to figure out here. Okay, so those come down behind his ears. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Definitely need to do these wads that come off of this side. Let's get rid of these for the moment. Maybe not. Need this to rasterize it? No, rasterize is the wrong thing. Can't expand appearance. Want to refix the bounding box. How do we refix the bounding box? Line. Review, don't care about that. Great. Gradient mesh, no. Shape, convert to shape. Object not converted. No, that's not it. Pretty sure there's a way to do this to reset this bounding box, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it already reset itself. Oh, that was weird. This is gonna go all the way down to here. Expand. Okay, it changed the other one. There's something I did on that last one that fixed it. What the heck did I do? I did the expand. Tried to do the rasterize, canceled that. Yeah, I don't know. But they know what I did. I just rescaled it. Don't want it as loopy. Okay. Depends on how I want to do it. So these wafts come down and they're twisty turny down to a point. These wafts are more spread apart. We've got some big wafts to put up on the top of his head though. Okay. A burger is a hot dog. No, can only be one way. Your mother's wrong. You put croutons in every salad. I used to eat bowls of croutons just by them. I would go to, frickin', what was the name of the all-you-can-eat place that we used to go to in town all the time? Sizzler. I would go to Sizzler and just eat the croutons. Mm-hmm. Not my proudest moment, but still. Don't mess with my crouton obsession. I'm Italian. Bread is my thing. Is that a bowl of croutons? A bowl of croutons! A bowl of croutons! I truly am loved. I finally am loved around here. Like, yeah, the chef has given me croutons. I'm finally free. Yeah, we're messing it up. Oh. I'll give him that crunchy crouton. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Not as good as the store-bought ones, but still. No. The classic ones. No, the old school ones I used to get when I was a kid. These are alright. They're not. I can't remember if they were ranch style ones. I don't remember. If they were ranch, that would probably make sense. So. Don't forget, people, Italians love when you break the spaghetti before putting it into a boiling pot. Heresy. I don't really care, but I've been told to say that. Almost as bad as a person of Spanish descent not liking tacos. Almost heresy. Some places. Mm-hmm. But it fits in the pot better, yes. I don't care, Sonny. You break your pasta if you like to, but as officially sanctioned thing that I have to say, do not break your pasta. That is heresy against Italian people. I'm legally required in order to keep my status as a Italian person. I would say citizen, but I'm not a citizen of Italy. I'm also against it, but only because I enjoy long pasta. And you put ketchup on pizza. Why? That one doesn't make sense to me. Why would you put ketchup on pizza? Oh. Do. There we go. Press the wrong freaking button. They really use it to frame his face. This is really hard to frame. Oh, why put croutons on top of my phone? Goober. We're gonna have to figure out how to... I want to leave enough time to do our other stuff today. Something like that. We'll have to mess with it some more. Maybe on Monday. Try to get it all wrapped up. It's a little bit better. We're getting closer. We got long bits. We got short bits. We got bits. We also have the little bun wrap up on top that we need to put on there as well. That might be a little bit... We can hide it in the back a little bit. That'd be fine. But yeah, we're getting close. We got a little bit of a Master Jinchi going on here. Cool. We'll save this. And tomatoes? No tomatoes on pizza. No tomatoes. There's already tomatoes on a pizza. That doesn't make any sense, but tomatoes on the further. We'll do one thing and then we're going to swap over. Should be able to crop image. Oh, we can't recrop it? You cannot. Okay, cool. Huge. You can bring her inside. That's fine. I don't want her to be out there in the hot sun if she doesn't want to be out there in the hot sun. Okay. Okay, so we've got those set up now, which is good. Okay, got both of our stuff set up.
We did it. Where's this button?
Go ahead and save that. Where's this button?
Where's this man button?
Where I gotta work on that. That's next. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it's looking pretty good, right? Right? I still have a bunch of stuff to do with the hair to get there, but we're getting close. We're getting close. And then we can do work on the patch one.
He wants it to be the girl.
Yeah, he likes it that way.
And why is that?
I don't know.
You know, for the longest time, I always thought Patrick was a girl.
That's why.
He did like to be pretty.
He was very pretty, yes. Okay. So,
Okay, you know what makes sense then?
Hmm?
Why he should be not?
hmm.
Because he wanted to eat chocolate.
Well, he did want to eat chocolate. He was very much into poisons, yes. Patch was very much into poisons. That is not untrue. Very, very true.
It's more
It is lore accurate. Okay. We are going to switch modes here for the moment. We're going to get rid of our Illustrator. Actually, we're going to go to our video for the week first. Let me find which one that's on. There it is. We'll go back to the beginning. We'll start it over. So this week's social post was about our recent book event, book signing. It was actually our first book 3 signing. So it's the first time we actually got to sell book 3 after the release last Wednesday. So this was exciting. This is one of our favorite little shops that we've gotten to partner with and work with and do events and stuff here. So it's always good, always fun to go back and do little events at our shop here. So we're hoping to expand that at some point and build up some stuff with some other bookshops in the area. But hopefully, as we continue to expand and add more books to the series and do more of this, then this will hopefully be our first stop for the rest of our book series, because they've been good to us. So why not celebrate this with them every time? So hopefully we can draw some more people to their store as well at some point. So yeah. So yeah, videos, photos, you guys got to see some of this on our social or on our streams earlier this week. We worked on this video. If you'd like to hear it with the music, head over to our social media. The Instagram account is right there on the screen. You can check it out with the music that I chose for it. I don't run the music on stream here because I'll get dinged for it and they'll take away my audio, and I don't want to do that. So you get the silent version with the Chillhop music at the moment. But we've got our banners that we set up. I made a special sticker sheet as well that we had at the event. Business cards, bookmarks, and some cookies that Dreamer made for us. She put those together. The little watercolor cookies that she made. They're really good. Here's our little setup. There's me. I'm the goober. I'm the problem. It's me. Here are our first customers. We had family. Family came in droves and came in and bought books, which was really, really cool. So I think we sold a total of 30 some odd books. Yeah, 30 some odd books. I'd have to look back to see how many of book 3, because I know they bought 4 copies. They no. Ben and Regina? No, I think they bought 4 copies. I think my dad bought 3. Well, no, he bought number. Right, but he bought book 2. I don't know. People bought a bunch of them. I know my dad was giving them away to friends and stuff at his poker room. These guys have nephews and nieces and stuff like that they were giving away to, so it was cool. Everybody came and bought a book, and actually people walked away with a lot of other books and stuff like that from that shop, which is really cool because they've got a good selection there. If you are in the area, please stop by and say hi to them. They actually they should be officially opening with their new expansion in about 30 minutes, I think is when they're going to be opening. Last time they had it posted online that they opened at 12. So I don't know what time they were opening today, but yeah, this little Nightshade bookstore. There's my grandparents that came. Yes, my grandmother is my fan. And our a local author and friend Jackie Turner came by and said hi. There was a bunch of people there. We actually even had one gal come in. We were when we were packing up at the end of the event. I actually had the bookstore bought a bunch of copies to be able to have on shelf at their store, and I was signing all of them. And she came in and like, "Did I miss it?" And we're like, "No, we're still here." So she was able to get a copy and get it signed and stuff. So that was really cool. I appreciate it. There I am, signing the books, signing away. There's our cookies. There's the cookie lady. You are officially the cookie lady.
I'm the cookie?
She's the cookie lady. But yeah, that was our fun little event. Like I said, if anybody is in the area and they want to go pick up one of the 3 books that we have out, they have copies on shelf ready to go, ready to sell. So yeah, fun. Bam, we did it. There's our video for the week. Also have like a description of kind of our I'm not saying a process, but the story behind even how we found them last year before we launched book number 2, and a little friendship that we formed with the owners of the bookstore. So yeah, that was kind of fun. All right, moving on. This is the thing we do every month where we check out Kidlit Art Postcard Day. The first Thursday of every month, this hashtag comes up. It's put together by, oh my god, I don't remember their name. Yeah, we'll probably run across their account at some point here. And it's over on Blue Sky. It's for anybody who's author, illustrator, all of that stuff. A lot of it has to do with the art of the book. So, but you know, since I'm doing both sides of that, I claim both pieces of that. So yeah, anyways, this is my post that I put up on Thursday. Happy Kidlit Postcard Day. My name, Stitch Tales World just got a little bit bigger. Meet our newest character patch, released July 22nd, 2026. So just a little setup here. Made a little postcard for it with our new book on it. Just a very simple little illustration that I made. Fun. But if we click on the tag, we should be able to see all of the artwork. So normally what we do the first Friday after Kidlit Postcard Day, as we go through and we look at some art and we talk about the different elements, why this is a cool thing, what's important about it, all of those kind of things. So hopefully this becomes a reference for people. So if they're either looking for an artist to illustrate their book, or if they are an agent looking to represent somebody, or if they're somebody in the industry, like there's one guy, I'll have to look to see where he's at, but He's like, I work for Simon and Schuster, and make sure when you're posting your postcards that you add hashtags that are relevant to the thing, because we, as you know, acquiring people to work for us, sometimes we look through these and we have specific keywords that we look for or do searches for. So make sure you're not just using like generic stuff. Like, give it a little bit of information, kind of like this dragon. This says smogist. That's funny. Stuff like that, so that if like somebody at a book publishing company is just like, oh, I really need something with, you know, dragons or whatever, it'll pull up this type of stuff from the Kidlet postcard day. So that's important. That was tips and tricks I learned the last time when we were looking at some of these, so that was cool. Generally, always on top is a few of these people here. Charlene is usually pretty good at the top. Gina Perry, who is the actual person that put together the Kidlet postcard day hashtag, I think 5 years ago. So this all is possible because they started all of this. So yeah, they are the main person to thank for all of this hashtag, so that they've been keeping up for all these years, which is really, really cool. So all right, on to the artwork. Let's look at some stuff here. I always love Charlene's drawings. They're just so cool. They just have such personality. These loops of treasure and stuff in here, just the lighting coming through. We don't lose the drawing and the darkness, but we still have the understanding of what's all going on here. We got these shiny bits out here in the middle. It's just really good composition, really good artwork. Little 3/4 views of these chests down here, but they don't all have to be. These are bowls style of coins and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be perfect drawings and illustrations of everything. Some of the stuff is just like represented, but you get the feeling and the vibe of all of the pieces that are in here, that this is a huge stack of these gold coins. And she's not drawing all the details in, but you get the vibe of it, which is cool. Really cool dragon. I love how you can definitely feel this tail goes down, back behind the gold, loops around, comes back, up and over, and then back into frame over here. So we're filling in some of this space that might have been empty if the tail didn't come back up and around. So we're doing a lot of mechanical things here, which are really cool. We've got the dragon pointing, this arch pointing back down to this character down here, this knight. The tail also does a lot of work for us here too, pointing back towards our main character. I would assume is this little knight character. So it's not something that you have to always build into your illustrations and stuff, but certain things like that, like knowing the idea of how to move people's eyes around the composition and get them to look at the things that you want them to look at, points of interest, is good to understand and know. You might not know how to do it, but being aware of it is always a cool thing to know and be able to understand. Looking at other people's artwork and seeing these pieces and pointing it out also helps in that too. So yeah, it's a cool piece. I like this one. I like it. Picasso. Hi, it's Kidlet Postcard Art. I'm Victoria, Argentinian illustrator living in France. Always up for painting nature, creatures, and old stuff. Open to new projects, picture book, middle grade, covers, and more. Ask me. She also has her representation here and her website. All good things to have. Yeah, really good setup here with telling us all of the information that you might want to know about her, which is cool. Good things to know. always good resources. Very painterly. This one has very much like a Conte crayon feel. I wonder if this one's done by hand or if this is digital. This one's harder to tell. This one looks very traditional on paper or canvas of some sort. It has a lot of those qualities. Digital does a really good job though of like mimicking some of those properties nowadays. There are a lot of programs. Like when I first came into digital art, a lot of those like painterly qualities and stuff like that didn't exist. Everything was just straight like pixel paintbrush style. You couldn't really blend or mush things around like you can now, where you actually feels like paint that you can spread across a canvas of some sort. So this definitely has like, these are like scratch marks up here in this little tree line. Yeah, this feels very, very traditional. It's a very cool piece. I like that one. Very muted colors, not super bright or anything like that, but because of that, we have a very strong nature feel here, very organic sense and feeling, which is cool. Another good thing to do, why this is good to like do every month, is looking at other people's work. Yay, being able to talk about work and other people's work is also important and good too, because you'll recognize things when you're trying to describe it, but you'll also be able to then translate that to your own work. Because guess what? People ask you about your stuff, be like, where did this come from? How does this work? What did, you know, what is your style, and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes like practicing talking about somebody else's work like this can help you be able to then talk about your own work when you get into that situation. So really cool, like that one. As always, Gina always has her artwork here. Little bugs, like those. Little arms and legs on these little guys. Little fireflies. Very cool. Very simple, very basic, not too crazy. But we get the idea. I believe this is on water. That's what I'm getting feelings of here. These are like water lily style. These guys are on a rock. Yeah, we're definitely... I thought maybe this might be sky at first, but that's not. I don't think that's sky. I think our perspective is looking kind of down at the water. Kind of makes sense. Cool. Nice bright colors, but not too crazy. It's not overwhelming. Definitely digital of some sort. I'm gonna guess the line quality is way too consistent to not be digital of some sort. That's not a detraction on any of this stuff, because it all works perfectly together. Nice little shadows and stuff all over the place. It's really busy. Lots of things happening. Lots of things to look at. But we have a flow that goes through here with these little wisps and stuff, so keeps kind of our interest in the middle of the piece, which is nice. I love the little white specks peeking through too. It's cool. Cool. I wish I knew how to get other parts of Blue Sky to check out Kid Litter. Start day. Not only is it great for finding a children's illustrator, it's also filled with lovely, heartwarming, human-made art that anyone can just enjoy, especially in these not-so-great times. Mark Hoffman, we've looked at his stuff before. Do you like sour food, sour candy? How much do you love to pucker up? These here piggies love them some limes. Ooh. Basic hashtags, happy Kid Litter birthday. I'm also looking for my next book, be it a picture book, board book, or more to work on. So Mark is available for work as well. Very limey. This is very green. Wow. The sour faces on these little piggies. Yeah. That's funny. I love how he separates he has a very unique like feel and style to it, even like signing his name and stuff like that. I feel like mine has a little, not necessarily too, oh, I am very robotic in that way, but maybe it's too robotic. That's just kind of who I am though. This is a cool piece. Lots of wiggles, lots of wood grain and stuff like that, so it's got some detail in it, which is cool. It's not overly detailed. His use of color is always crazy. Like, some people have a command over color that I just don't have. I probably should have taken color theory in college. I did not. I don't know why I didn't, but I probably should have. But some things that people do with colors is like, dang, how did you do that? How did you think of that? Happy August, Kidlit Art Postcard Day. Hello everyone, I'm Gustavo. I'm an illustrator open for new projects. I'm also seeking representation. Gustavo, I thought you had representation last time. That's a cool piece. That's really cool. Gustavo always has some really cool, like, work that he does. I'm always jealous of some of his stuff that he's got going on. This nighttime sky here is just, dang. I think the wide open spaces that he represents a lot in his illustrations are just mind-blowing. He just has a really cool grasp on what backgrounds look like. Not that he can't do foreground stuff, but like the foreground stuff is a lot of minimalistic. Like, we just have a singular dinosaur with a dude with a telescope on top. Like, not necessarily minimalistic, but if you look at the detail compared to the vastness of this space that he's built behind it, cut off by these mountains and stuff down here, which also has some cool details in it. Yeah, he's cool. He's got some cool stuff going on in that one. I really like his stuff. Happy Kidlit Art Postcard Day. I've been painting a lot of little vignettes lately. AnnaDavisCourt.com. Interesting. Minimalistic here. This kind of has like, that's interesting. This reminds me of like lino block prints or wood block prints too. Probably more like a wood block print. With all of this markage around and stuff. Typically you get that when you are cutting away the material for your wood block prints, and it leaves a little bit of high spot. So when you roll out your ink and then press it in your press, it just kind of catches a little bit and leaves those marks in there. So it's interesting. I would love to know, and that definitely feels digital, how they got this quality in here, because it's really, really cool. I think that would be the cool thing, is if we had more illustrators like this that worked through Twitch, showing their process and stuff like that, getting to be able to see how these things are put together. It's why I'm doing a lot of this stuff on here, is because I feel like it's worth people being able to see essentially my craziness, right? Like, a lot of people will look at what I do and be like, you literally put all the points in, like you do it by hand with a mouse. Like, that's crazy. Nobody does that. But some people might be like, oh, that makes sense. Like when Mums is in here, she was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Because then you have way more control over it, and it's scalable, and you can do blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. But this is a cool illustration. I like this. Cool use of color on top, because we get a little bit of lighting change in here. I love the dog. It's such a personality. It also gives me like very, very much like Peanuts vibes, like Snoopy and Charlie Brown. Like, it's giving me a lot of those vibes here. Simplistic background, not too crazy, even though it's got all these hash marks and stuff in it. but like the face structure, the eyes, simple little dots, it's way more dynamic because I don't think Snoopy ever had moments where he was this like rendered out and turning in these directions. So this is really cool. I like that one. Oh, it's a penguin. Ooh, I love penguins. Hello, it's Kidlit Postcard Day. I'm Kidlit. I'm a Kidlit author / illustrator. I'm repped by those couple people. They have their website, agency, lookbook. They have an agency as well. Open to new projects, especially quirky, fun stuff with heart. Jacob Sova. Did Jacob say where they were from? Did not. Author, illustrator. Really cool, very simple, but I love simplistic stuff like this. I probably need to simplify some of my stuff down a little bit. I try to blend between the two where I have a little bit of complexity in some of my stuff, but a lot of times I have to tone it I would try to tone it down a little bit so that it's not as runaway complex in that way. I love his little illustrations. It almost gives like a vibe of, oops, that's the wrong thing, like cut paper. There are a lot of artists that were doing collage / cut paper artwork years and years ago. There are still some that do it, but it's not as popular. This has very similar vibes. I would assume this is done digitally, and they may have. That's very interesting. I would love to see more of people's process when they make this stuff. Like, this fascinates me. I could think of like several different ways that I would put this together. Either I would use whatever drawing program and make all of these shapes like some type of container and then paint and draw in all of these, or I would have a repository of textures, like textured paper, either scanned or something like that, and I could see cutting these digitally out and putting them into places to make them fit and do these things, kind of like scrapbooking in a way. But a lot of this, like this little jagged line, stuff like that, that's drawn on there. Yeah, I would love to see what this process looks like, because you can do this manually with cut paper and stuff like that. Maybe not some of this where it fades behind, but little ice cube block that he's got his penguin sitting on here. Really cool. I love the texture. It has a very, very rich texture. What are some things in general that you would think people would pay monthly for? That people would pay monthly for? Like reasonably pay monthly for? Not quite sure. But yeah, this is a cool one. I like this little penguin guy. I love that he's reading this book. I want to see that in a story. I want to see what he does. So I think that's the interesting part, is some of these artworks that people put up on here for this hashtag, this Kidlit art postcard day. I don't necessarily know if they are story bound. Like the ones that I put up for mine are very much being used for stories, the books that I'm writing right now. But some of this is just like exploration, and maybe these are samples that they've sent to a publisher or something like that to see if they can get a story put together, or these might be rejected. These could be just off the cuff things that they've put together. It just really depends. I think that's the thing, is I would love to know more about this. I'd love to get like, maybe we could do, that's a cool idea, trademark. Maybe we could do a thing where we take like 10 people that are on this list and we contact them when we ask them, be like, hey, We would love to have you come by one of the streams and just talk about, or if you have an ability to, like, show us some of your process or talk about these works like this and how do you do these? These are amazing. Maybe we'll just do like talk. Maybe we'll do author talks of some sort. It'd be kind of cool. We'll see. I don't know. Usually when we do these Kidlit Thursday things, I come up with crazy ideas. I don't know where they're going to go, but that's usually how that works. All right. So we've got about 11 minutes until our last break here. So we're going to, with our top selected here, we're going to look at some of these a little bit faster. Just kind of go through, and I don't know, not necessarily say speed run, but I'm just going to kind of speed run a little bit here. Cool illustration here, horizontal setup. That one's a square. Looking for middle grade, young adult cover work. Interesting. Not for picture books or anything like that. Cool one, I like that one too. Back to school. Perfect timing here coming up. Victoria. Didn't we look at one of Victoria's already? Didn't Victoria have one up here? Yeah, Victoria. She put up two one day ago. Oh, that one says 10 months ago. Why is that one? That's interesting. No, we want the current ones. One day ago. I feel like we looked at this one before too. Yeah, Filipino Illustrator. I love the way this looks though. It's really, really cool. Yeah, see, we already liked that one. I may have already looked through some of these already too, so don't get on me. Kind of speed run these a little bit. There's some clouds. Looks like a bunny cloud. Looks like this one's a day at the beach. That one's kind of cool. Is that a Christmas tree? What is that? We got a dinosaur and a Christmas tree here. Little school scene here. Some birds. Those are some cool birds. Those are some wild birds. That one's disturbing me. That one's just hot, mad, staring at me. I'm not sure if I like that one. That one's giving me vibes here. I don't know why. That's pretty funny though. Cool little scene here in the looks like a marsh or a bog of some sort. Got an alligator, some frogs in here. Hot air balloon, giving me vibes of Wizard of Oz. Cool dragon. That one's, oh, I like that one. Very different quality here. Not all the details are like super crisp, but I love that because it gives that vibe that you're looking out over this huge terrain, so everything's a little bit fuzzy. It's really, really cool. You really do have to like your vibe or your setup, how you're doing your illustrations. There's so many different elements that you can play with that you gotta go look at other people's work to see what things look like and what things click with you and what things vibe with you. Really cool. This one's awesome. Nice long horizontal shot here. All these birds up in the tree. That's cool. That one's got a really cool vibe to it. That one. I like the dragon too. I like that one. How much time we got? Okay, we're gonna switch over to, so these are all the ones at the top of the list. So these people have all gotten like a lot of really cool likes and stuff like that. People have seen their, that one's from March 6, 2025. Why are these here? All right. So we're going to go over to the latest tab and see what people have been putting here. These are the latest additions to the hashtag, and give some people some love here that have just recently posted their stuff. So now this one is definitely hand drawn. This is color pencil for sure. Color pencil for sure. Very much. This is cool. This is a lot of stuff in here to look at. This is really, really cool though. Yeah, like I said, vibe, feeling, all depends on what you are looking for and what you're doing. Very simple, very basic here. This one definitely has middle grade vibes to it. Sonia Hammond. Okay, give me a second, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. I hate when I feel my nose running. I'm like, oh no. That one almost looks like it's like cut out of. It has little shadows behind it. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, kind of like it's taped on there. An interesting style idea. Fascinating. Ooh, this one's very dark. Yeah, I don't think she's very happy. I don't think he wants to be hanging out, going for a walk. Yeah, really vibe presence. Really depends. That one's cool. I like that one. Very much middle grade style. Self-control level 1 hour after getting paid. Yeah. Specializing in children's and middle grade books and editorial projects. You can see more of my work through this link. I think that's the other thing is like people who are just getting into this realm of doing illustrations and stuff like that. Go through and look at all of these posts. Look at our top list. And look at all these other people, like look at the formatting that they do for their postcard, and try to copy part of that. Like you want to not necessarily steal or mimic or anything like that, but this is kind of like the format that people are looking or expecting or understanding about this. So you kind of want to put things together, unless you have a very unique way of putting your stuff together, like. Yeah, it's good to try to get closer to what everybody else is doing that way. Especially if industry people are looking for that type of setup, they're going to be more interested if you kind of play in the field with them the way they like things to be put together. So that's a snake frog. Oh my god, that's cool. We're gonna run through a few of these too, since we're getting low on time. Chicken, tell another joke. No, I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood? You did it again. I did? Wow. I'm utterly exhausted. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, you get a like just for the joke, because that's a good joke. EDs, ADs, and Kidlit people. I'm a children's book illustrator repped by Victoria Wells Arms at HG Literary, looking for that next funny book to illustrate. Paulette Hogan. Audrey Sable? Very, like, these are very detail rendered. Very interesting. Almost like they were 3D models that were then drawn by hand in here, giving off very much that vibe. Interesting. I'm Caitlin, a Filipina illustrator and designer open to work and representation. This month reminds me of watching Perseides' meteor shower as a kid. I think I said that wrong. I don't know if I said that right. Really cool. Like that. Nice composition, very simple, a little round, but looking at all the stars out there. The falling stars. The meteor shower. It's cool. I like that one. Ooh, this one's got a vibe and a feel to it. Yeah, that one's cool. Very dark castle-y style. Maybe some type of boarding school. Orphanage. I don't know. Give me vibes. Miyumi, Ayumi, Kidlit illustrator, excited to take on new projects. Picture books, board books, and book covers are my favorite things to work on. Mayumi. There we go. As an agent. Oh, this one put a picture of herself in her illustration. That's cool. That's a different idea. I love how she's got like a bunch of different pieces of her work in there. I'm a Kidlit author and illustrator repped by those people. Open to new work, especially Latin culture themed, social commentary, disability advocacy, and food. So that's the thing, is you can find kind of what you're looking for depending on the artist and what they're looking to work on. So, all right, we got about 52 seconds here. We'll kind of speed run a couple more of these in the meantime, but we will be going on a short 3-minute break here. Very quickly, go back to our flying rabbit. But yeah, you never know. I always look at both the top ones and the latest ones to see what type of work is being put out there and what people's representation and their setup is. So always good to look at all these things. All right, we are going to swap over to our outside cam. Oh, our puppers is not there. Our assistant. That's fine. Let's do an outside one, but we're going to take a 3-minute break and then we'll come back and we'll go from there. So stick around. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, we are back from a break. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate that. And back over to here. All right, we are done with our stream for the day. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Sunny, for hanging out for the stream. Appreciate that. Thank you, Alex, for coming by, hanging out for a little bit. Dreamer and Daughter were also in the background today a little bit, back and forth. Thank you. Thanks for annoying me. Ugh. Yeah, printing things loudly. Damn. Hurts. No. I will be back on Monday for another stream. We'll be probably keep working on stuff like this. We've got since we're having some fun right now working on these, we'll keep working on some more anime characters here. We've got a pretty good list now, thanks to everybody who came by. A lot of Sunny suggestions, a few Alex suggestions in there. So yeah, those will be fun to play with a little bit. See if we can turn them into something, and maybe we'll have them at our next upcoming, well, I'd say not our next, but our Snafu Con. So we got our official approval, so we will be at the Sierra Nevada Anime Fans Unite convention here in Reno, Nevada, in, when is that? In October 9th through 11th. So yeah, that's exciting. If you'd like to come check that out, or if you'd like to be get a booth or whatever, go check out their website. They do have registration that is open for right now. I think there's a few slots left on Artist Alley, so yeah, cool, do that. Other than that, do I have anything else fun, interesting to talk about on here? There's our video, there's a release video. No, not at the moment. So we'll just leave it. We'll leave it from here, but have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. It is Book Lovers Weekend. Yeah. Do you want to come do this promotion? Okay, Dreamer's gonna come do a promotion. Hold on. Give it a second. Hold on. She's coming over. Come do the promo. Do the promo.
It's Book Lovers Weekend at all bookstores, so you should go get a copy of Stitch Tales.
That's it? It's just you can go and order a copy of Stitch Tales, but they don't have it in store. Okay, we're gonna need to work on that promo a little bit, but we got the general gist. I'll try to help out a little bit. If there is an independent bookstore that you love or is near you or anything like that, or even if there's a Barnes & Noble somewhere, you can go into those stores. They have access to the Ingram Spark library. They can order a copy of Stitch Tales Book 3 for you if you would like. It is available on there. It can be shipped anywhere in the world. If you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to go do that. The other option is if you are a library card carrying member of your local library, you can also go into them and ask them or request that they either purchase a copy or borrow a copy of any of my books or anybody's book and add it to their collection. So that is also an option as well. If you would like to check out anything, then it would be free. Then you can go check it out and keep it for a week or 2 weeks or whatever like that, and then drop it back off for somebody else to enjoy. That's an option as well. So always possibilities on any of those things. All of those things help. All of those things are awesome. I know that several books of mine are in the Washoe County Library where I live. We've got a couple books at the Las Vegas Library, at the Whitney Library as well. So hoping to continue to build on that and get some more. I got to do, at some point, Dreamer, we need to do a tour of maybe Nevada and surrounding areas and just like stop at all of the bookstores and see and libraries and see if they would like to have a copies of the books, just for shits and giggles. It's something we could do. Anyways, that's our promo. That's our setup for that's the end of our stream today. So like I said, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye, everybody.